What's going on, everybody? Ezzy, Lucifer, Lucas, Neo, what's up? Anyway, getting things going again. I finally got my sleep, I think I'm in order. Scott, what's up, what's up? X-Control, how you doing? So, as most of you know, the wife's out of town. Yesterday I had to drive. I left at midnight and drove to Seattle and back, which is normally like an 8-hour round trip. Yesterday, with the heavy storms and all, it took me like 9.5, 10 hours. Anyway, it was just rough. Just got the dryad. Any tips? Yep, have fun. Biggest tip in the world. Dryad's ability power. Don't try to hero damage with her. But that's about it. Anyway, we're on floor 66. Let's get it going here. I got snakes, ballistas, and snakes focusing on. I am using other defenses too. Catherine, what's up? Nicholas, how you doing? Using other defenses as well, but trying to focus mainly on snakes and balls. Get them harpoons flying. Potato launcher guy, what's up, what's up? I popped into a map earlier and I've just got some terrible latency today. I thought that maybe I was on the EU server and I checked and I'm not. So hopefully it clears up. I just restarted everything right before the stream. So hopefully I don't have any issues here. Ugh, air raid there. Alright, let's see. This one will be easy here. We'll just go, let's go 3 ballistas and a snake. That top lane is not a difficult lane, especially with long shot on it. But this air raid is going to dive bomb my stuff, and that's I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm going to put everything way up here. How do I want to do this? Do the same thing, 3 ballistas and a snake, but I'm going to have to really pay attention to these flyers because they're just going to dive bomb right into that. The best way to defeat a high roller lane, just put defenses behind them. You can use pretty much anything. Ballistas work great, flamethrowers work great, PDTs work great. Alright, now here I've got a proximity lane with Pilot on, so I'm going to switch over and meta this lane up just to make it so that I don't really have to pay a whole lot of attention to it. There we go. And then down below we got EMP healers, they're unstoppable. Kursakazi should be able to just wreck it all up here. Grab my snakes back. Needs more snakes. Let's see. Got 50 left. Why don't we go with a little baby snake? A baby snake there, and you know what? Let's go with a baby snake up here too. Maybe. There we go. Alright, let's see how this goes. The only thing I'm really worried about is the flyers dive bombing into that stuff, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do. So I'm going to have to pay attention to those guys. I mean, the easiest thing to do on high roller lanes is just kill them yourself. Set up some crowd control and just kill them yourself. And then, you know, there's no thought that has to go into it. But if you want to automate it, you can just put any tower type defense behind it. It's going to wreck them. Just did your first C7, grats. Nothing wrong with that. Gonna try to be, and you know, it's just I have not been very motivated to finish these AP resets. It's just getting super grindy. But I've got 10 more to go. It's like, I need to just knock them out. Now, if they give us some update news with a time frame, then of course I'll be motivated to get it finished up, because then I'll have a time frame. But like right now where it is, I mean, we don't know when the update's going to be. It could be, you know, a month and a half away. If it's a month and a half away, I got more than enough time to do the 10. Just casually, you know, and play other stuff. I've been playing a lot of Dungeon Defenders again. That game is like just like an illegal drug. It's just crack. I mean, once you get started, once you start playing that again, it's so difficult to put it down. I just got started there, Bomb. So you're not late at all. I've only been live for, what, 9 minutes? Just getting going, man. Just getting going. Hell, I'm not even fully awake yet. I got my first coffee of the day still going in. The first of many. I definitely feel a little latency. And I don't think there's anything up with my connection today. I mean, hope not anyway. But you can definitely feel a little latency when you hit a button. It just doesn't happen right away. There's like a small delay. What's going on, Cole? I'm doing good, man. Got the wife is out of town. I'm unsupervised. And it's pizza for dinner, let me tell you. Pizza for dinner every day. I won't have pizza for dinner every day, but I am going to eat some pizza. You better believe that. In fact, I might have pizza tonight. What time is it for me? It's, what, 1:10 p.m. Early in the afternoon. So, I mean, I'm just getting started. Do exclamation time in chat, and it will give you the crossover. Oh, speaking of, for anybody just joining, make sure you get entered into the giveaway. Finally got another giveaway going. Exclamation giveaway in chat will get you a link to all the details. Giving away a show and a Sidewalk Hero flare this time, too. I don't know if I'd quite call it a machine gun. It's 2 of them, so it's a little deceiving. The 2 cover both lanes. So if you're looking at it like without looking at the towers, it looks like it's shooting fast. But it's actually the 2 of them both hitting. The speed cap on them is 0.5 seconds, so it's going to fire once every 0.5 seconds. So twice a second. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Dawn. I do appreciate it. How we doing here? Looking good. Get off me. Jeez. See if we can get these dive bombers down before we tend to this roller. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, I wish Skyguard shot a little quicker, to be honest. It'd be nice if you get a little more pew-pew. We don't get the pew-pew in DD2 like in DD1 because of it being online and the server communication. You know, every time one of your towers does damage, it's communicating that information to the server. Which means you can't have that just silly attack rate stuff like we had in DD1. Floyd6124 and Jay Dang, thank you both so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you. Thanks there, Corby. Appreciate it. I tell you what, I haven't used... Now, the Ballista, of course, the harpoon from DD1, that one's always fresh in my mind, because it's, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I hadn't used, like, magic missile towers from DD1 in a long time, and I used some last night, and I just forgot how fast they just... It's just quite the fireworks show. Yeah, just making straight lines to the targets. How do I deal with controlled burn? Well, I mean, if controlled burn pops up, I'm going to have to throw on a poison dart tower or something. I mean, you're not going to be able to use 2 defenses and clear Onslaught. You know, you're going to have other stuff in the mix. I'm just, like I said, I'm focusing on mainly using those 2, but I mean, I'm not, you know, you're not going to kill a controlled burn lane without having the controlled burn modifier. I'm using all crap gear, Serenova. It's Ancient Power Reset, so it's all throwaway stuff. Nothing is modded properly. Everything's got the right shards, but nothing is modded properly at all. It's just all junk throwaway gear that I found, just to get me through. Icos, what up? What's going on there, Tamara? You didn't miss nothing. I'm just getting started. I'm not even fully awake yet. I'm trying. Bad timing. Well, that's the last wave anyway, if I lose the sub-objective. It wasn't too bad. Assassin got off me pretty quick. I want to make sure those flyers aren't dive bombing my towers over there and taking everything out. You're missing out on a lot if you're going to use both of those mod slots there, Serenova. You're going to be missing out on a lot of damage. The best thing you can, the highest damage output you can get on any towers is by stacking anti-mods. So if you eat up too many mod slots with things that you can use shards on, like rate and range, then you're eliminating an anti-mod slot. I mean, ideally, you want 2 anti-mods on every one of your main defenses. Rate, of course, is better than range, as far as a mod goes. Defense rate at Chaos 8 eliminates the need for a defense rate shard, where defense range does not. I'm gonna, when I get back up, get my gear back up, I think my Flame R's, I'm gonna go probably defense rate, anti-melee, and maybe anti-chaos. I'm not positive yet. See, we get anything good? Doesn't look like it. No 10 out of 10s. Nope. Well, see, that's the thing, is you're sacrificing just to kill the target dummy. So, I mean, if you want to kill the target dummy, you're not going to get any better damage than stacking those 3 shards. But if you're looking for actual effectiveness on maps, It's not about how much damage your towers output. It's about the effectiveness level that you get out of them. Let's see, Sign Lava Womps. Let's throw a couple of LSAs in the mix with this one. Getting that latency again. Defense range, even at C8, is not very good on Flame Auras. In my opinion. The range on it just sucks. So you end up with baby Auras that hit really, really hard, but you have to ask yourself, you know, do you want to hit it once for 15,000, just say for ease of math, or do you want to hit it twice for 10,000 each? So you're better off hitting it more times for less damage, and you're going to get more overall damage output. Let's see, I don't want to worry about this lane, so I think that will take care of that. But you got this Hex Throwers. You know what? I'm not even worried about them. Yeah, I'm not worried about them. Alright, what do we got here? Just Timmy, Frosty Fodder with Armored. We got Long Shot here. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an effective build. It's just going to be very situational. You know, but build them how you want to build them. If you want to kill the target dummy, then by all means kill the target dummy. Yeah, but the range mod doesn't scale very much. The range mod at 10 of 10 Chaos 8 doesn't even give you as much range as an Ungilded Deadly Strike Shard does, is the thing. So you just don't get very much range out of it. So it's not an ideal build, but it's a build that'll work, you know, so if it's getting you to a victory screen, that's all that matters. Sleo, what's up? Long time no see, man. I don't need you to check. I know the numbers. You check for you, but I don't need you to check. I already know the numbers. Just a Gilded Deadly Strikes will completely destroy the range of a 10 out of 10 C8 mod. So, I mean, in that situation, by all means, use that C8 defense rate and free up a shard slot. Yeah, harpoons are beast. They're great for physical lanes. I've been using them a ton. I had a hard time not using them because of DD1. You know, I love those DD1 harpoons. But these, you can't deny their power. They are super strong. No doubt about it. That's the ideal setup there, K-Vine. You doing that, using anti-melee, anti-orc, or even anti-melee, anti-chaos is, without a doubt, the ideal setup. Yeah, I've got a few different weapon mans too. I tried fire weapon mans once, and they just were very disappointing. Harpoon is the Ballistas, Tamara. It's just, in DD1 they called them harpoons, and I just can't get the harpoon out of my head. I keep calling them harpoons. It depends. The boom, the anti-melee and melee boom is a really good setup until you get into higher Onslaught floors. So it depends on what your goal is, really. If your goal is to play Chaos 7 and just tool around in Onslaught, say floor 150 or below, then that's fine. I mean, that's a great setup. But after about floor 150, it's going to start losing some of its value. And after like floor 150, Go Boo Boom is going to be way more valuable. And then after, say, floor 250, you'd want to even get rid of Go Boo Boom. So just boom mods. Trendy smacked them down big time. What more can you say? They gave boom mods the official smackdown. But the thing with stacking antis is you don't see the damage on the target dummy. So the people that are focused on, you know, look at my elite deeps, they don't see the damage. But like anti-melee and anti-orc or controller or chaos, any antis, they stack in a multiplicative fashion, not in an additive fashion. So just say for ease of math, they're 50%. If you got the first anti-stacks, say it's anti-melee and it's a melee mob, well, that particular mob is going to be getting hit for 150%. Well, say it's an orc as well, and you get anti-orc in there. Well, that's giving you another 50%, but it's giving you 50% of the 150%, not 50% of the base number. So instead of getting, you know, you got two 50% bonus damages, but instead of getting 100% bonus damage, you end up getting 125% bonus damage. So you end up doing significantly more damage. It's just you don't see it on the target dummy. So it's, do you want to see it against the mobs or do you want to see it against the dummy? That's the difference. But that's why you stack anti-mods. So, I mean, you'd be doing more than double damage. There's no stacking of shards that's going to give you that kind of damage. You know, mass destruction and destruction are a great stack, don't get me wrong. But mass destruction and destruction is not as good as two anti mods stacked. That's fine. You just have to remember you always have to have crowd control near it because it's not self-sufficient. When I set mine up, I make them self-sufficient where I'm not forced to use any other defense with them. There's one thing I can't stand is being forced to use something. You know, I don't want it to be I can't use my flame aura without using a boost aura, or I can't use my flame aura without using a weapon man. I want to be able to use anything I want anywhere. Now, controller obviously is beast, don't get me wrong, but you're forcing yourself to use it with crowd control to get the benefit. Neo, what are you at, like 8? Neo's probably like AP 8,000 by now. He was only 2 or 3 ahead of me, now he's probably a dozen ahead of me. You guys know I worked in a casino for a long time. Well, they added dice pets into DD1. Must get ultimate plus dice pet. So I've been grinding the crap out of those stupid dice. Need to re-roll your... I missed what your question was, but it looks like Flavio answered it for you there, Tanner. The high seas maps. Yeah, King's Game. They're pets that are little dice, but they can roll ridiculously high stats on them. They're just... And they're dice, for God's sakes. Those that play DD1 know that the Summoner, DD1's version of the Abyss Lord, the OG Abyss Lord, could use 2 pets. Well, I want that guy rolling around with 2 dice. Just must have double dice. So that's why I've gotten a lot of questions lately in Discord, because it shows me playing Dungeon Defenders instead of Dungeon Defenders 2. It's like, well, it's a great game. How to earn XP fast? Yep. Do Chaos 7 Drakenfrost Keep with the win streak bonus. It's the highest XP of any map in the game. Come on, Malthus, really? You're gonna get stuck way back in there, huh? There we go. Yep, Chaos 7 Drakenfrost Keep is just ridiculous XP compared to every other map. So just grind that map, and you're gonna end up getting a bunch of... Pardon me, you're gonna end up getting a bunch of reroll tokens too, which is awesome. Yeah, I worked at a casino most of my life there, Spakuda. Sorry I missed it there. I got thrown into a dice pet frenzy from DD1. God, I want them so bad. I've got like 50 of them now. But none of them are, you know, DD1's all about that RNG too, and none of them have good rolls. Man, I didn't even look at that last shard. That could have been a destruction. No, alright. It's poo-poo. Can't be careless in throwing away any good shards like that. Alright, now this map takes about a month to run. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna throw something up front there to... deal with this bullet sponge and help with the flyers. Let's do that. Oh, I played Cuphead. That game was amazing. Super difficult. I wasn't ready for it. When I started playing it, I was not ready for it. Not at all. So we got Controlled Burn down there and Game Ogre, so gonna need to add some poison in the mix here. Why don't we do... something like that. Alright, we got Frosty Fada, Proximity. Gonna have to watch this lane. Using that King's Game build, it's OP, Mike. That build is ridiculous. I actually saw that build off of, I don't even know whose build that is. That's somebody else's build, though. I copied it from somebody else. Sophisticus is supposed to show me my Moonbase build that I'm using right now is kind of stinky. It goes through. I can clear Moonbase, but it's rough start, you know, and Moonbase is all about the first wave. Only 70 left. Wow, I'm a little light here on DU. What mobs do we have over here? Cyborgs. Let's go 2 LSAs to help with those flyers over here. We'll see. This could end up going ugly here. Let's see what we can do. It started off a little rough there, Fuddy, but she's good now. She's down in Mexico at her mom's house. Yeah, the obelisk buff increases hero damage and ability. So it does both. Such an awesome game there, Green Man. And it's really... I mean, that is the original trendy crack right there. Once you start playing DD1 again, it is so difficult to put it down. Just the most awesome game. I wish DD2 was more like it. Tidal Wave drops from Onslaught. It's super rare. It's a high Onslaught chip. I mean, I think if they start dropping it, they don't actually drop very high. It's like floor 30, I don't know. They have a chance of dropping. There's nothing you can do to increase the drop chance, though. There's better alternatives now, though, Fuddy. Grave Infection and Frostfire are much easier to obtain. And just super, super good. Tidal Wave is more for... I mean, it's a good chip, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a novelty compared to the effectiveness of Tidal Wave and Grave Infection. Uh-oh. Ballista down. What happened? What's going on there, Rainbow? How you doing? I think it's floor 30 and up. It's either 30 and up or 35 and up, but it's not something you can farm there, Funny. In fact, I haven't seen one in hundreds and hundreds of maps. You know, I've been doing a lot of Onslaught, doing these Ancient Power resets. I haven't seen one of those in ages. So it's not a farmable thing. It's just a random, if you get it, you get it. Having a monk in your deck doesn't affect it. Nothing affects the Onslaught mods. Grave Infection and Frostfire, that's what I said. Frostfire alone is not spectacular. It's got to have Grave Infection with it for to be amazingly powerful. I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it, buddy. It's not very, like I said, it's just not very good. It's a novelty thing. It gives you that stun. I used to use it. It's still usable, but I got rid of it. Did I already replace it? Yeah, I guess I already replaced it. So, I mean, I probably got one sitting in the bank, but I don't have one anymore. I got rid of it. Ted, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's see, let's hit this lane up so I don't have to worry about it. Good enough. No! I said Tidal Wave and Grave Infection. Aha. $250,000. If you sell any more for $250,000, Rainbow, you send them my way. They should be going for between 6 and 8 million, not 250,000. Hyper shards all come from mastery mode there, Dr. Mastis. They're rewarded at various tiers in mastery. It's at the midpoint of every mastery tier. So the first one comes at 55 stars. The second one will come at 160 or 155 stars or something like that. It's right in the middle of each bracket. You'll see the shard there on the rewards table. Well, I mean, any pet. Pets are kind of generic in DD2, Spakuda. The only one that's special is Dragolich, which is a really good DPS pet. That's only available with Defender medals. All other pets are just generic. Like Poisonous Tips, Sandstorm, they're really good pet abilities. They roll on any earth damage pet, so it doesn't matter what kind of pet it is. If it has earth damage on it, it can roll those. That's too cheap there, Rainbow. You're just giving them away. You want to give away amps? I'll line up. I'll get in that line. Rainbow's free amps. I mean, the person you're selling them to is laughing on the way to the bank. I mean, you know, they should be 6 to 8 million each. 6 million. If I see them for 6 million, I insta-buy. I don't buy any of them at the 8 million price, but 8 million is a fair price for them for sure. But at 6 mil, I'll buy that bad boy instantly. Sparkle Party loses its effectiveness as soon as you figure out how to deal with assassins, but it's really, really good getting into Chaos 5 for the first time. Once you get used to assassins, then Sparkle Party is not worth, in my opinion. You just don't need it anymore. The best counter for assassins is hero health, so, you know, if you're just starting Chaos 5 and you've never dealt with assassins before and you've got low health because you've never needed it before, yeah, Sparkle Party is going to be a lifesaver. Yeah, 4.2 is still a great deal. It's low, low, low. What's going on there, Doug? You know, all I've done so far is sleep, Doug. Oh no! All I've done is sleep. My sleep schedule was completely whacked because I had to drive to Seattle and back, you know, at midnight, starting at midnight. So I got back, and I was just worthless yesterday when I got back home. It was a rough, rough drive. Snow and ice and everything else. Anything works for assassins. I mean, yeah. Weapon, anything that stuns works great. But, I mean, the deal is hero health. If you have hero health, then assassins are going to just die. Just run in front of any defense, and the defense will kill them. Oh, no doubt there, Rainbow. No doubt about it. These guys are pushing a little bit uncomfortably close. Shoot, and there's a Yeti over there too. I guess he's just right here. I can just whack him. Bink. That little thing that goes after is the Beacon of the Storm shard in the gloves. They're funny. That little dealie that flies after. But yeah, Grave Infection, Frostfire Remnants, Focus Power. It's the best monk mod combo you could ask for. If you want to go an ability power monk instead, then use Grave Infection, Frostfire Remnants, and Focused AP instead of Focused Power. Still super good. Woo! That dude was mid-bomb. Mid-dive bomb. WTF, man. I better throw an upgrade on that. A couple of them. Nah. Well, there's the defense rate shard. There's nothing for heroes, though. That would be super cool. I would love that. If there was a shard that makes you shoot faster. Well, I mean, my goal is still 70 there, Doug, but I'm not sure. I'm going to be pretty tempted not to stop at 62, but on the same note, if I stop at 62, I'll just feel like I didn't complete it. 62 has got an orange, an orange AP icon. I mean, all the points I get right now, I just don't care about. I just don't care about that respawn time or the increased build speed. I'm not building during combat waves, so I just don't care about that one. If I ever plan to build during combat waves, then I'll use the Abyss Lord for the instant building. You know? But, yeah, I mean, the goal is 70. But it's also getting super, super grindy. Just right now, it feels like a bit of a chore to even go through and do it. That's why I've been mixing it up. I mean, the smartest thing for me to do would be just to spam PDTs, weapon manufacturers, and flame auras, and just blaze through all the resets, but it just got so boring, you know? And I ran out of Netflix. I got nothing else good to watch. I watched the Game of Thrones again, all of it. I watched season 2 of The Punisher. I rewatched Vikings, all of it. There's nothing else that I really want to rewatch. If I had something else to rewatch, then that would help for the AP resets for sure. Because then I could just queue up whatever and just blaze through 2 resets a day. That's what I'll end up doing if Trendy gives us some update news and it's going to happen soon. If I grinded it and just, you know, straight to it, no breaks, no screwing around, just getting it done, I can get to AP 70 in 5 days. I can do 2 resets a day. Well, because they got that money from Disney there, Greg. Disney bought it from them. Just Daredevil and the Punisher had to go with it. You know, they weren't willing to do just Iron Fist. They wanted the whole enchilada. Magicians? Yeah, I've thought about magicians. Yeah. Rick and Morty, every episode is the same, though, is the problem. I mean, I watch Rick and Morty. It's got funny moments. But every episode is the same irritating crap. It's just the same stuff over and over and over again. It'll be just like 2018, 2017, and 2016. Where's Bakuda? Yeah, Disney. Once Disney gets a hold of things, it gets a massive budget for special effects, and then everything else gets Disneyed up. It's been Disneyed all up. Check Trendy's Twitter. I'll check as soon as I finish this wave here, Mini-Tai. Take that. God, it takes that book forever to get there. Slowly flipping through the air. Or the table flipper, not the book. I don't know why I always call that a book. Throw the book at him. Yeti gonna get me? Nope. I've seen Into the Badlands already. I actually really liked season 1 of that. I thought it went downhill a little bit. I think they've got another season coming soon, maybe. I noticed that they've been marathoning it. AMC has. I liked season 1 a lot, though. Well, there's a ton of shards for every tower. Air Kurgan. You can't add that to the thing. It would be, what, page after page after page. I mean, there's tons of shards that'll go in a tower. What's going on there, Obers? How you doing? Long time no see. No, I don't live in Seattle, Greg. I live over at the coast. I had to drive to Seattle yesterday. I'm actually down closer to Portland than I am Seattle, but the wife flew out of Seattle on her trip, so I had to take her to Seattle. What's going on there, Kent, in Russia? Hello to you too. This map just takes too darn long. Too long to run. Oh, I see what you're saying there, Kurgan. Yeah, that would be cool. Another Ballista beat down. Or that was the Flyer Ballista. Flyer's getting uppity on me. Take that. And then the slow walker. I'll come to you, Slick Kellyanne. Don't worry, I'll come to you. Alright, let's see. Somebody said check Trendy's Twitter. Oh, that's nothing. There's nothing on Trendy's Twitter. Just that one little hype thing. That's not nothing though. Nothing to be alarmed with. They've been saying they've been working on something big for a month, so I mean that's just filler. That's just filler. There, Mini Tie. Stop by Soy. I've never been there. I always stop and eat in Seattle. I go to Seattle quite a bit. I mean, you know, not like quite a bit, but multiple times a year I have a reason to go to Seattle. I'll definitely have to swing in. I love me some Thai food. Let's see. See, there is an Onslaught weapon right here. Or no, that was the pirate one. Never mind. Nothing good. Alright, I'll have to look it up there, Greg. OG Gamer, what up? Alright, now this... Good lord. Seagull's going ham. The hell are you getting a hold of out there? Can you guys hear that? There's like a seagull fight out in my front yard. Oh my god. I gotta shut the front door. Shut the front door. That's ridiculous. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Alright, I'm back. Some dude out there feeding the seagulls. It's like, come on, man. Don't do it out front of my house. I don't want seagulls pooing all over everything. Alright, anyway, so this map, we all know it can be a huge pain in the ass, so I'm going to kind of meta build it just to knock it out, just to get through it. see, we got Orcish Horde. Got controlled burn coming that way. So let's get a little controlled burn mutator modifier up in here. Where you at? Where you at, little PDTs? That happens like almost every wave, it seems like, Nicholas. It's busted. Well, I mean, that's one of many bugs in DD2, so that one's a small one compared to most. I can live with it. See, we got a Timmy lane with Spellbreaker, so I'm gonna get some ballistas going here. It's gonna be a little bit rough. I almost feel like I need another ballista, but I don't want to eat up all the DU. Yeah, let's just go like this. What do we got here anyway? That one's got proximity, so it's in my best interest to do that anyway. Alright, what do we got here? Stabby Kamikazes. Omega Squad Alpha. Let's see. I should have gave that another node, huh? Let's do it. Let's give it one more node. We'll go one there and one here. I like it. Oh, it happens to me like literally almost every single time I do the map. Yeah, see, that just doesn't sound very fun to me, Spakuta. Why don't you do that instead and let me know how it went? I'm about enjoying my games, not about trying to prove anything or, you know, I got no ego. I just want to have fun and play games. So why don't you try that instead and let me know. Let me know how you did. There's nothing more boring to me than either using one tower or not using towers. People always say that. Why don't you try one tower? Or why don't you not use any towers and just DPS? It's like, well, if I wanted to do that, I'd play Borderlands. I wouldn't play DD2. You know, it's a tower defense game. I want to use towers. Lots of them. The more, the merrier. Let's see. Now, what do we want to do here? Got two ballistas, which is pretty good. Armored. Let's see if we can get rid of that armored. We'll go with that here. Man, a lightning striker is just not going to do much down here. This is going to be a little weak. I mean, your answer there is just do bees. How do you get stronger? You get the right shards. Is step one. It's a game of shards. You have the right shards, you win. And it's also it's the first heavy RNG related item in the game. Alright, so you all have to forgive me, but I'm gonna have to ignore you guys for a second and get this map done here. If I look at chat, I am guaranteed a replay from Wave. Not really, Rainbow. Well, I mean, some towers are better than others, Cat, but yeah, in theory, you could use whatever you wanted. I mean, there's, just like any game, there's always going to be meta defenses to use. You know, so there's stuff that's more popular than other stuff. I can't believe that's actually holding. It's only wave 1, but I can't believe this bottom actually held. Sweet. Definitely want to upgrade it over here, though. I don't want to get too ballsy. What do we got? Alright. Let's see. Let's get this all jacked. Man, I just am really worried that the flyers are going to leak here. Luckily, they're EMPs. So, I mean, the kamikazes are going to dive bomb into the weapon mans. The EMPs are going to look for something. Hopefully that'll be alright. I guess we'll see. We will see. Doing good, doing good. Far from over, only wave 2. I'm thinking about doing a full AP reset, start to finish on Saturday. I'm not sure if I want to do it, because it is just a makes for a long grindy day. But I was thinking about doing a full reset. You know what? I probably will. I'll finish this AP reset up tomorrow, probably over on Twitch. Hopefully Trendy streams tomorrow. I mean, if it's just Friday fun, we're not actually gonna get any info, but Chaos 7. Rainbow just grinding Chaos 7 is the best gold in the game. If you get something decent, sell it. I mean, mod prices have gone way down over what they were, but, you know, you get a 10 out of 10 tenacity, it still goes for a decent chunk of change, you know? You'll still get 40 mil for it or whatever, probably. Let's just continue down here. Make sure we don't have any issues. And then I'm still so worried about these flyers here. But the key there is spend as little as possible there, Rainbow. When you're doing AP resets, you don't want to spend gold. You want to upgrade as little as possible. And it makes it boring because you don't have as many defenses to play with. But, like, every time you reset, don't spend gold on more than, like, 2 or 3 different defenses. Just save your gold, you know? Because you can burn through a lot. My very first AP reset, when Ancient Power first became a thing, I spent way too much. I ended up spending like 50 million gold. just all excited. There was a new system, and, you know, I learned my lesson real quick. I'm AP 60 right now. But you do AP resets, don't use hyper shards. If you do use hyper shards, don't use more than one. Because that right there will eat up like 50-60% of the gold earned through an AP reset, just upgrading one hyper shard. So, I mean, it stinks, but that's the best thing to do. Like there's one baddie. I bet that's a skeleton. There's something derping around up here, walking back and forth in different directions. Or no, it wasn't a skeleton. That was weird. I wonder why he was walking around like that. There we go. Looking good. Let's hit this stuff up too. Oh. I turned my head for a second and I'm shooting into a wall. Well, then obviously that doesn't fall into that category there, Rainbow. Talking about the hyper shards that actually give you a purpose. Using automation is kind of for novelty purposes. For the free tenacity. It's not like making you OP or anything. It's just... It eats up a shard slot and gives you a free tenacity. I mean, it's completely a novelty. I mean, if you're doing AP resets, you're not worried about tenacity. You're worried about range more than anything. Crap. Ooh, I got lucky. There was no mobs coming. I got doubled. The double-double. Both sides got frozen there at the same time. Oh, man, another one. That's going to be a sucky wave 5 if they're both still there. I'm going to end up having like 8 freezes in wave 5 here. Oh, come on. What was that? Oh, look at that dude. Glitched out Hex Thrower. Man, this is the stuff that just makes you rage. I mean, Trendy has got to fix this basic shit. I don't know if you all caught that, but a Hex Thrower had fallen off the edge over here. Had like fallen off the side and was throwing at the core from down here. Ugh, so irritating. Buggy crap. Burning Strike Shard there, Christian. Fix your buggy lanes, Trendy. God, it's been a thing for years. It's not like that's a new bug. There's been buggy lanes in DD2 for the last 2 years. So damn irritating. Especially on this map. Having to redo anything on this map is just irritating. I've never seen that one before. I don't even know how he fell off the side. Or how he got pushed off. He was like glitched, like halfway up the ledge, like right where I'm standing here. And then just started throwing. A little close on that reset there. No, I do the chaos floor without upgrading anything, Nicholas. I mean, you can always, if you don't feel confident enough doing that, then you can always get a friend to carry you. Basically, you need to do one floor. So, like my restart floor is floor 51. Every time I do AP, I start over at floor 51. So I take off all of my throwaway stuff, and I trade them to my wife, and have her hold them for me. And then I just run floor 51 with my campaign stuff. And then take all the loot that falls off of floor 51. And as long as I have a piece to go in every slot, then every armor and weapon slot, then that takes me back up to Chaos 7. And then I can have her trade all those relics back to me. Oh, I love the game. I rage about the game all the time. I am irritating as all hell to Trendy because I rage and rage and rage directly to him. I mean, the buggy stuff in the game pisses me off too. It doesn't just piss you off. It pisses everybody off, you know? So when stuff gets all buggy, it just is rage-inducing. Nah, it's gilded shards, Nicholas. It's not, the Ascension doesn't really get you that far, but the gilded shards do. So, I mean, I've got all gilded shards. Every slot. No, it's the Burning Strikes shard there, Baku. You don't need oil or fire. All you need is Burning Strikes. If you don't have Burning Strikes, then you need oil and fire. Or something else that ignites. Yeti. Oh, got lucky. A snowball went into the wall. These aren't public matches, Corey. I'm doing Ancient Power resets. I'm in garbage gear. I'm not comfortable trying to carry anybody. So none of the AP reset streams are public. Oh man, they are pushing. Luckily it's the last wave, but man, they're getting all uppity in the middle here. There we go. I think we got those all thinned out. Make sure there's no hex throwers going derpy up here. Oh my god, he was aimed that way, it looked like. Man, I got lucky on those grave infection procs. Look at that, 4 of those bad boys right there. We'll book you. Or table flip you. And Slick Kellyon can take his sweet old time. Sweet. I mean, you make it once you make it to wave 6 on this map, it's over. You won. Yeah, DD2 is worth playing if it's free to play, Blake. It's a great game. The only issue with being full free to play is you're going to have inventory issues. You're going to have to really be high end on your inventory management. Like every map, you're going to have to go through your inventory. Every single map. Alright, well, there's that one. Move on to floor 70. How you like an Anthem there, Corey? I decided not to play it. After the beta, I just wasn't... I was originally thinking I was going to love it, but after the beta, I was just not into it. Alright. Oh, we got an easy one. Oh, that's the first big grind in the game there, Chris. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in chat can help you there. It's $6.40 per bag. They were on sale. Are they still on sale? Let me look. Doesn't look like... Where is... the bag bundle? Or yeah, inventory is on sale right now. So it's 50% off. It's normally $6.40. And right now it's been 50% off for a while. That's the best thing you could purchase if you were going to spend any money in DD2. Is without a doubt just bags. Right, now this map is just perfect for the Ballistas and Snakes. Where you at, Snaky Girl? There she is. Oh, we got a high roller lane. Well, that screwed that whole thing up. It's alright. You can still get it done. It just won't be as pretty. Let's see. Let's get some anti-air in. Alright, now I'm thinking we'll use Ballistas deck back over here. That's going to allow the siege rollers to get uncomfortably close to the core. But they're going to get wrecked. Wow, I got DU left. What to do, what to do. I tell you what, we'll make it a little easier on those flyers and go with a Skyguard too. Actually, you know, we just don't need one. More snakes, more snakes. When in doubt, more snakes. There we go. Should get a nice little fireworks show here. Let's get the air upgraded a little. Spend 100. Actually, let's spend 150 there. It works really, really good. Exactly where I have it placed there, Joaquin. So, no need for me to put it anywhere other than where it works really, really good. So, I mean, I know it's not the only spot, but that's the spot I like to use. So, you do you, I'll do me. How's that? I don't want to stand there on top of that stuff. Stupid rockets. Yeah, see, they're just getting wrecked. That flyer just evaporated. Situationally, you could run anything. As far as just getting through the game and getting to Chaos 7, Blake, you can run anything you want. Just remember that the game is built on hard counters. So there are mobs that will disable towers. There are mobs that will disable ground traps, Rs, and nodes. So, you know, you can use whatever you want, but you're going to have to kind of use your head in that regard, too. Man, got owned. A couple of upgrades to take care of that. Sounds lewd. Oh, come on, don't blow up my stuff. Assassins are hitting hard these days. Yeah, no doubt there, Nicholas. I agree. Alright, let's get around the ups on these. Make these rollers die a little quicker. And then, looks like this is my assassin killing area, so better upgrade all this stuff so the assassins die. Actually, we've got enough mana. Let's just upgrade everything. Just do all the things. There we go. Inventory is definitely a huge convenience in DD2. I mean, they made it that way. It being a free-to-play game, they have to have a way to earn money. You know, so having it so inventory is so coveted, and then charging for inventory. It should be here next week. Master just answered that one for you there, Rainbow. Yeah. It's on a weekly rotation. Every 4 weeks, Frostfire Remnants is there. That's the only crappy part about having the high roller lane right under a flyer lane like that with dive bombers is I could kill those rollers so quick. If I didn't have to worry about my stuff getting blown up. And I am just getting chewed up here. Take the table. Right to the face. Hide over here so these rollers are gone. Die, rollers, die. Where's David at? It's David's song. Sneaky, sneaky. Nice, Nicholas. If you like melee, the Barbarian's well worth it. If you enjoy melee, the Barbarian's the best hero. I mean, he's definitely the strongest melee hero in the game. If you enjoy ranged heroes more, then don't go the Barbarian. But if you don't have any other heroes, don't make that your first one. Remember, it's a tower defense game. Your hero doesn't matter. I mean, just play whatever hero you want just for fun. But what hero you play really doesn't matter. It's all about your defenses. You know? It's in the chest there, Rainbow. You get 1 per map. It's a 1 in 10 chance of getting it. There's 10 high seas mods. Ooh. Cannon Ogre. Oh, table got him. So yeah, I mean, you got a 10% chance of getting it each run. So I mean, you run it 100 times, you're going to get it. You would have a really, really high chance of getting it. Now, if you run the map 10 times, your chances of getting it are very, very slim. Still hit me. These dudes got aimbot going on. Damn aimbot and siege rollers. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Alphonse. I do appreciate you. Well, any heroes, Tempest. I mean, any hero you can add that has more defenses to add in is going to make you stronger. The problem with the Barbarian and a Gun Witch, even though they're really, really good heroes, is they have no defenses. So it makes them not add as much to your actual progression. What do we got? It. Nothing yet. It's just the rollers. Jeez. Dude did not want to get off me. Give me a Frost Orc ride. Oh, couldn't stay on. The Frost Orc rodeo was a failure. And we got a roller here. We got a roller there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 siege rollers on the map right now. Fun. Oh, joy. What the heck? Seven siege rollers. Only 2 now. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with the code when you get it. Or grab shot. Give it to a friend. I mean, you can use it yourself and get a free hero card out of the deal. But, of course, that would be a little bit of a waste. If you got a friend that needs it, though, use it. Give it to a friend. What's going on, Jordan? Sorry I missed you there. I am snoozing still. You're more of a ranged guy? Well, if you're more of a ranged guy, Tempest, you're going to like the Gun Witch more than the Barbarian then, for sure. Yeah, you do, Blake, you do expeditions for gold, gear, and shards, and you do Onslaught for progression. Now, hopefully they add in more game modes in the future. Just having only Onslaught to do is kind of blah. Where like in DD1, you had all the challenges, you had survivals, you had the pure strategy mode. You wanted the PvP, there was PvP modes. I mean, there was lots of stuff to do. DD2, there's nothing to do. It's Onslaught or Expeditions. You got one of two grind paths that basically both give the same thing. You've got Mastery Mode, but once you've cleared Mastery Mode, there's no reason to ever go back and do it again. It's one of the areas where DD1 is just way, way stronger than DD2 is. DD2 is forced replay value from RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG, you know, with the shards and everything else. Where DD1, you actually wanted to replay the stuff to get a better item or whatever. Get an accessory or, you know, a special pet. DD2 is more of a you've got it or you don't kind of game. So you've either got the shard or you don't. You've got the mod or you don't. You know, there is no going back and trying to get higher quality. You can just re-roll the mod. So that's one area where I really think that DD1 shines over DD2. There's just lots more replay value. Says the guy with 8,000 hours into DD2, but you know what I mean. There's no best build for anything, Mateo. There's lots of working builds. It's not a game of bests. It's a game of diversity. So there's lots of different ways to do it. You can do exclamation PDT in chat. We'll give you a few options. But it's 100% a game about diversity. There is no set must do this. Got me a book. Got a crappy book. It's a bad read. Alright, floor 71, here we come. No, it's not even remotely confirmed that you can choose your shard that you want to farm, Rainbow. They've given us next to no information, so there's nothing confirmed. All that's confirmed is there will be a way, or there will be some improvement to the shard system. That's all that's confirmed, but no one knows anything. Anyone that's saying that they know particulars about it is full of crap. Trendy hasn't released anything. They've been very, very quiet. So we do know that there's going to be changes to shard acquisition, but we know nothing. Nothing at all about what those will be. Timmy? This could be a challenge, huh? Well, I get the freebie with the Just Timmy. Let's turtle build it. So we got what? We got 115 mobs there, 226 there. I hate doing 2 snakes. What is that? That's 180. Kind of feel like I need 3 ballistas on this Timmy lane. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Luke. I do appreciate it. Alright, let's ballista it up here. We'll put 2 down low on each side. This is going to be sketchy. Let's see, that's 4, because I am going to have flyers here. And we all know they're going to be headstrong assassins. That's just a thing. That leaves me 200 left. I guess I could add something else in on the trouble lanes. See, I've got hex throwers over here. That makes me want to throw down a little reflect beam action. That gonna be enough? I think it will. Psy Frost. We got a bunch of frost goblins here, so the flames will help out here quite a bit. Just gonna go with one though. You know what? I'm gonna put it out here though. You want Deadly Strikes, Defense Rate, and Destruction, Blake. Those are the 3 strongest shards in the game. Chaos 1 is Destruction, Chaos 3 is Deadly Strikes, and Chaos 4 is Defense Rate. If you get multiples of those 3 shards, you'll be very happy. But you're going to want a bunch of those shards. Let's throw 1 LSA there just for a little extra something. Extra something something. Do a little of that. Those are just, they're the strongest 3 shards in the game that you're going to want lots of. And remember, ooh, maybe I needed a reflect beam down here too. They got all uppity. Thanks for subscribing there, Agent Gamer. Appreciate you. They got all sorts of uppity. Oh, we got hex throwers here too. I'm gonna have to add a reflect in here. That was a huge oversight. If I can even clear the wave. Oh yeah, they're just throwing right at the core. I'm gonna have to just stay here and wreck all the faces. Get wrecked, go booze. What can I do? I could get rid of one of these flame auras and turn this into 1. But let me check this lane again. I might not need this flame aura here. I might be good without it. In fact, I think I am going to be good without it. I'd rather have 2. I'd rather have 2 on that Timmy lane. But this is just going to need a reflect beam. That's just all there is to it. Something like that'll work. Alright, and then now we're going to have flyers. What do we got? We got EMP stabs. And we got pylon on stabs. Alright, so no headstrong. Alright, let's call it good there. I'm using junk Pro Ace. The only thing that's really required is Piercer Servo. Use anything else. I think I've got crit damage. I'm using throwaway relics since I'm doing AP resets. Shieldy Gob's getting all up there. But it does. I do have Piercer Servo on it. So any projectile tower, your Piercer Servo is just going to make it so that you can feel comfortable spamming that tower anywhere. Timmy wrecked? Uh-oh, Splody boy. See if I can get a little goby ride. Ooh. Oh, no, they said no. Like, nope, they're not having it. Man, I went really heavy with Ballistas over on this side for having that free lane. Oh, no! See, I guess I shouldn't have took that out after all. Are these comments filtered? Yeah, YouTube's got moderation. Well, I mean, all streams have moderation. It's a matter of whether or not you turn it on or off. I wouldn't turn it off. I could care less if somebody cusses or whatever, but the problem is anytime I turn it off, people show up and start saying really, really inappropriate things. So it doesn't take being a big channel to get trolls, unfortunately. There, ECC. Any size channel, if you're live, people are going to say inappropriate things. So I have no choice but to turn it on. I'll never not turn it on. I don't want to hear the inappropriate things people have to say. Man, I got tore up. I tried putting chat on screen for one stream. It just amazes me that people get away with doing it all the time, but one stream I had chat on screen, and it was full of racists, bad stuff. I probably just missed it there, ECC. It was probably the most obvious choice. Nah, they'll be announced right on that video there, Ligma. It depends on the defense, ECC. There's a video in my tutorials playlist about it. Defenses that have a good range scaler, Vicious Strikes is huge. Defenses that don't have a good range scaler, Vicious Strikes is not as good as Deadly. Where Vicious Strikes is a straight up stat increase and Deadly Strikes is a percentage increase. So they scale completely differently depending on the defense. So it's just a matter of using it on the appropriate defense. Works amazing on Skyguard towers. It's kind of meta on Weapon Mans. If you're a Shocking Revelations weapon manufacturer fan, then you want Deadly Strikes and Vicious Strikes on your Weapon Mans. And it turns your Weapon Mans into ridiculousness. Like, go make a sandwich and let the map run ridiculousness. It's that strong. Floor 59 there, Nicholas, is where it starts. Just answered that question, Dylan. Winners will be announced on that video itself. For those that don't know what they're talking about, exclamation giveaway in chat. We'll get you a link to the video. But got lots of stuff going out. The juicy flare, of course, the headpiece. Got several of those. Actually have a show and a sidewalk hero flare as well. So this back flare that I'm using, that Skyguard tower from show, got one of those in the giveaway. And then this ground flare I'm using from Sidewalk Hero, got one of those given away too. Oh, it's a ridiculous payoff if you're using it on the proper defense. You can't just plug it in anywhere you want though. You have to use it on the defense that has a good range scaler. It's extremely valuable. It's a huge, huge benefit. But you've got to use it on the right defense, is the deal. My favorite use of it is without a doubt in Skyguard towers. I mean, you can use a range mod, deadly strikes and vicious strikes, and still not get to the range limit on Skyguards. It's just ridiculous. Woohoo! Look at dude flying around the map. I don't know if you guys saw that on the mini-map. He was chasing me down. Alright, let's get this lane a little bit beastlier. A little bit more juice over there. What do we got? We got an ogre coming. We got a skelly. I think we'll be alright. Oh, it's all good, Dylan. I mean, it was literally like 5 seconds before you asked. So if you just joined, you just missed it. Actually, I had to pay for that giveaway. So that giveaway's got money coming right out of my pocket, which is kind of crappy, but I bit off more than I could chew with the sidewalk and show flares, and I wanted to do it, and I promised to do it, and then I find out that you can't have more than one modifier. Like I can't have an entry option as somebody follow me on Twitch and have an entry option of somebody follows somebody else on Twitch in the same giveaway without them charging me for it. So I actually had to pay for that. I almost canceled it, or not canceled it, but changed it to something different. But I don't have money to be throwing around on giveaways. If I don't get the stuff from Trendy for free, I just can't do it, you know? But that one was a learning experience there. So this will be the one and only multiple casters guild giveaways, since I had to pay for it, and it was expensive. But definitely won't do any more of those in the future. But I like being able to collab with those guys and promote stuff, and then, you know, in return, of course, they're giving away one of my flares as well. Let's see. Yeah, Omega Waves is all bosses. There's no other mobs, only bosses. Lost Temple, floor 59 and up every time you do it. Yeah, there's multiple winners. There's 14 things being given away, so there's 14 winners. No one gets more than one thing. 14 things, 14 winners. It's a big giveaway, but Trendy didn't give us any codes for so long. So they're trying to make up for it. Stupid hex throwers. Get snaky. Oof. What's going on there, Doug? How you doing? Take that, Captain. Oh, man. Just cannot get up in the mix with those guys. Every one of those little range go-boos throws at me at the same time. Not anytime soon. Tempest, I mean, eventually. I'm hoping Trendy gives us something else to do. Pushing floors is the most grindy, boring thing ever. So, I mean, if there's nothing else in DD2 to do, then that's all that I'll have to do. But I'm really hoping Trendy gives us something else. It would be nice if there was other game modes, or like, you know, I said it a billion times, but a reason to replay Mastery. You know, you got this entire game mode sitting there that is not worth doing more than once. You know, once you get the reward, there's nothing else. There's zero reason to do it. So, I mean, that just innately is not a good idea. They need to change that. Oh, it's been pounding here, Doug. Today's a nice sunny day out. I actually had my front door open today. A little bit chilly, but letting the fresh air in because it's been so rainy here lately. But yeah, it was a terrible storm. I drove to Seattle and back. It's like normally like an 8-hour round trip. And of course, going over the mountain passes, all that rain and everything was all snow and ice. It was not fun. It was a rough drive. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I was just beat down. At the end of the, you know, I left at midnight. I was home. Ugh, same stupid map again, really? Can't believe I got the same map again. Let's see what mutators I get. I actually have it relatively easy. I hate doing the exact same thing back to back again, but, you know, that's just what's going to work here. Any mobs are there? I'm not going to go. I'm only going to go 2 ballistas on that side. I am going to need a reflect beam here, though. Going to need reflects on both sides here. Let's see. $52 mobs. I think I'll just go with the 2 again. And we'll get a reflect there, and a reflect there. And what do we got here? Armored. Is there any cyborgs in that lane? There's not. You know what, I'm going to throw a couple flamers up front to burn through some of these guys. Let's do that. Let's see, do I need reflect beams here? Hex throwers. Don't need them on that side, but let's get, just in case, we'll throw one here. And let's see, Frost. We got proximity here. I think I'll go with, even though we've got cyborgs, I think I'm probably going to throw a Flamar or 2 up front in that lane as well. How many mobs is there? It's not very many mobs. Let's go something like that. Actually, I got 170 left. Wow. Let's just get a little bit more upfront spawn camp going here. see. I think that's good. Let it run and see how we get. What's going on there, Willems? How you doing? Nice, Liam. Congrats. Chaos 4 is doable. You're going to get defense rate, the defense rate shard, which is just life-changing as far as DD2 goes. It's just incredibly good. If there was like, if someone was to pick the single most valuable shard in the game, well, I would probably say destruction. But I think the number 2 most valuable shard in the game would be defense rate. It's just good stuff, you know. Adds so much to every single defense. If defense rate wasn't replaceable by a 10 out of 10 Chaos 8 shard or mod, I would probably say defense rate was the best shard in the game, but since it is replaceable, I think I'd have to put destruction up there as the MVP. See if I can just, I got all this DU invested in this upfront damage. Might as well see what I can get a little something out of it. Maybe get these lanes cleared up before only the orcs making it to the ballistas or something would be nice. Oh crap. Upgraded the wrong thing. Not the first time. Certainly won't be the last. Alright, there we go. Let's see, what's making it through? The Lady Orcs, of course, but they're going to get wrecked by those ballistas. The Javelin Throwers are getting owned. That's perfect. Hex Throwers, yep. Hex Throwers got owned too. So that works well. Over here, it's all about the goblins, and the goblins are going to get smoked by those flamers. Well, you can re-roll the mod if that's the question that you're asking, Liam. Like, say it's a 1 out of 10 mod. Even if you, say you've got a Chaos 1 out of 10 mod, even if you upgrade that mod all the way to Chaos 7 as you climb, it's still going to be a 1 out of 10 mod. It's just going to be a Chaos 7 1 out of 10 versus a Chaos 1 out of 10. But you can re-roll the mod. You'll get re-roll tokens from Onslaught and, oh shoot, Quibs. Thank God for reflect beams. Good job, little Reflecty. Saving the day down here. Anyway, from the Drakenfrost maps or Onslaught, you're going to get re-roll tokens that will allow you to re-roll a mod. That's a very generic question there, Meridius. Have to be a little more specific. Every defense is going to be a little different. So exclamation spotlights, if you just are really not sure, and look through my Hero and Defense Spotlights playlist. It goes over just about every defense in the game. Not all of them, but most defenses in the game have some viable builds posted there. Exclamation spotlights. there, Meridius. We'll get you squared away. That's still a very generic question. If you want to ask specifically about this defense, then I can answer the question. I originally was playing a 2 green man, but they turned the game into too much of an intense grind. So I've got no will at all to do this over again on another console or another platform. So, I mean, hopefully Trendy eliminates some of that in the future. Yeah, you can get all the heroes for free just by playing there, Meridius. You never have to pay for any hero and can get them all. Just gotta play the game. Do your weekly missions every week, every day. Make sure you get a good daily. If not, re-roll it. And then just realize that it's a massive grind game. Any free-to-play game with this structure is going to be a huge grind game, which means play it and play it and play it, and then play it some more, and then play it some more, and then after you play it a little bit more after that, you'll have everything without paying a penny. And then maybe even play it some more. I mean, grind game doesn't mean doing something 10 times. It means doing something hundreds and hundreds of times. So it's just like DD1 if you played DD1. It's all good there, Meridius. Is grindy, grindy, grindy. DD2 is without a doubt the grindiest game I've ever played in my life, though. Personally. What's going on, Equum? How you doing? I know there's got to be grindier games out there, but DD2 is the grindiest for me personally, for sure. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, man, completely ignored the captain. That wasn't very smooth. You ignore the captain, unhappy things will happen to you. It's never going to happen, Nicholas. Trendy has said that's not going to happen. So, I mean, they straight up told us it's not going to happen. So, they said it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. You know? Exclamation Builder Ascension and Exclamation Hero Ascension, Liam. We'll get you the rundowns for each of those. It's Chaos Enemies, not Chaos Mode. The game mode doesn't affect any mod there, Noah. Chaos Enemies are the enemies that are introduced in the Chaos tiers. So, Vanguards, Cyborgs, Geodes, Lady Orcs, Assassins, Hex Throwers, and Kobolds are all Chaos enemies. There are no other Chaos enemies in the game. So it's the enemy itself, not the game mode. I mean, there's not a game mode called Chaos. So, I mean, whoever's telling you that is just misinformed. Better watch for that guy this time. I didn't look. It's probably changed. It could be a different boss. It's a oh, it's a Cannon Ogre this time. With no reflect beam on that side. That's alright, I got you. Take a table to the face. And Geode I'm not worried about. Well, it's a licensing thing. It's not a matter of Trendy wouldn't want to do it. It's a matter of they can't. You know, I mean, to renegotiate their Xbox and PlayStation license would cost a fortune. And the game doesn't make enough money. I mean, if it was brand new and just being developed right now, then that would be more of an option. But remember that the thing that is really pushed, I know like Rocket League and stuff has crossplay, but for the majority of games, what's really pushed the envelope on crossplay is Fortnite. Well, when DD2 was made, Fortnite wasn't around. So, I mean, that new meta of, you know, do the crossplay, that wasn't available then. Oh, I try to do them as often as I can, Liam. It's up to Trendy when they give them to me. This giveaway I had to pay out of my pocket for, which I won't do a lot in the future because I can't afford it. I don't make enough money to be doing that, but this giveaway I actually had to pay for. There's a game called Chaos. It's called Marriage. That's terrible. There, Doug. Terrible. I wish part of me wishes they would, Josh, but I don't think DD3 is, you know, Trendy's not done with DD2 yet. And sadly, the game is just, it's a mess, you know. I mean, I love the game, obviously, or I wouldn't have so many thousands of hours into it, but the game is a complete mess. There's no doubt. It's super, super buggy. It's got issues in all departments. But Trendy's not ready to give up yet. If they started working on DD3, then they'd have an updated game engine instead of an outdated game engine. They'd have a fresh code instead of code that's had a dozen different engineers working on, many not even working for Trendy anymore. And then it would have the option for a fresh license agreement, you know, where like things like crossplay could be a thing. Yeah, as far as progressing through to Chaos 7, you can do that with the starter characters all day there, Guest Cloud. They're really buggy. Aspenroff. Sorry, I massacred your name. Communities are in a testing phase, and about 50% of the time they don't work at all. They're on again, off again. Like right now, let's see. Right now they're working. Yeah, DD2 is actually out earlier than that. It came to Steam in 2015. It was on their own launcher prior, while it was in development. It hit Steam, what? October of 2014. And it was available on their own launcher from February 2014. I started playing it the day it was available. I actually live streamed it the day the NDA lifted. You're still there probably. It's just buggy. Like I said, it's under like a beta testing time, and it's extremely buggy, so unless somebody booted you, I'm assuming you're still in the community and it's just buggy. Alright, Josh, take it easy. Boundless, huh? Let's see what we got. Of course, we don't know what we've got from down below, which sucks. So I'm going to just mix in a bunch of stuff on this one with all the DU. snake it all up and ballista it all up and then add in other things. Let's do 2 per side. Not knowing what's below is kind of unfortunate, but back around to it's a buggy game. I mean, you got an awesome map like this one, and what do? You know? Well, thank you so much, Liam. I do appreciate it a ton. What's going on there, Rick? I'm slowly but surely catching up to you. I'll never get to where you're at. I don't plan on going that high. I think you're at like 80 something, aren't you, Rick? The maximum I'll go to is 70, but to be honest with you, I'm getting a little burnt out. It's just it lost its pizzazz about 10 resets ago, probably. Let's see. I need sky guards in here. Where can I fit them in? Come on, I want one more sky guard. Guess I'll just have to put it over here. Alright, so that covers the Ballistas snakes, and I'm going to throw in random other stuff. Let's see, we'll go weapon mans and flame arrows at every entrance. What have you been playing there, Rick? I haven't, yeah. Lag spike. No, I actually DC'd there for a sec. That was weird. Looks like it recovered right away, but had some kind of a disconnect issue there for a second. Yeah, anyway, what have you been playing there, Rick? What's going on, Merge? How you doing? Warframe, very nice. I didn't hop back into Warframe in a while. I'm waiting for that railjack to come out. That's going to be awesome. My problem with Warframe is I hit it a little too hard. I got to the end way too quick and got all the frames and everything. I grinded and grinded and grinded all that stuff out. And then now there's just nothing to do other than the same old stuff. But I've got all the factions capped that I want capped. So just waiting for that railjack. There's no shard that lets you do that. For reflect beams, is that what you mean there, Green Man? Or protons, you always have to have 2. The weapon manufacturer, you can put 1, but the base counts as a node, so it's 2 as well. I mean, you could do just the base plus 1 node, but there's no shard that allows you to do only 1. Well, I guess not knowing what's coming down here, we'll just jack this all up. Still got 80 left. Holy crap, man. Well, let's expand out. We got Frosties over here. There we go. Same thing there, though. Eidolons are super fun, but you just... You know, how many times can you kill them before it's just boring, you know? Yeah, I mean, just by default, you can put one node down green. You just place one, and then hit E, if you're on PC. There's no roller lane down there, is there? No, doesn't look like it. Seems overkill, but I guess these bottom areas could all get all frozen up. David, what's up? There you are, man. You just missed your song. I guess it's been a little while. It's probably been an hour. Oh, but it played, and I blamed you. You better believe that. Oof. A little close there. I'm gonna have to upgrade these sky guards. There we go. Let's dump it all into the sky guards. I don't know about all of it, but some of it. Actually, let's get all this stuff on this row. That's a nasty little row of defenses there, huh? Go double on the sky guards. Defense rates from Chaos 4 there, Nick. There we go. Think we good. This map's got so much DU. Nah, I don't do carries there. Feels good. If I started doing carries, I would have a line out the door and I'd never get to play anything else. All I would ever do is carry people. So, that, and I'm just not a big fan of that. I mean, if you want to get carried through a game, then there's no point in playing it, in my opinion. Chaos 4 is not bad at all. There, Nick. Just throw down some walls and spam Flamar is done. Chaos 4 has been won. Should just look through the heroes and see what you think looks like the most fun. If you do exclamation next hero in chat, it will give you a link to Lightrayne's premium hero analysis, and it'll let you make a little bit educated guess on what hero you want to unlock next. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Choco. Appreciate it. Shelly, I think it's the other way around. You're supposed to carry me. Oh, they're controlled burn is why. God, what a derp. I didn't even notice that they were controlled burn. I'm wondering why everything's getting blown up over here. Alright, well I need PDTs down there then. It's like, what is going on with these flyers? But they're controlled burn flyers. I think 3 of them should more than handle it. Even with the mad pack of them that comes rolling out. Same thing with you, Equum. I figure if Equum carries me through one, Shelly Lynn carries me through one, you know, I'll be at 70 in no time. Don't worry, I'll be a good carry and hit G. And I'll make sure to run to the farthest away point of every map to drop the mana and then ping it. Here, I dropped the mana up here on this mast for you. Here you go, Equum. It's over here. I think that drives me the nuts more than anything. Somebody that's getting carried that doesn't bring the mana to you. It's like, dude, give me a break. You're going to drop it where you're sitting so you can AFK more? It's like, come on. Well, if I drop it off the map, then I can't get my carry there, Shelly. Kick option is back. Equum's gonna boot me. It's like, nope, I've had enough of your crap, dude. You're out of here. Alright, what do we want to do? The flyers weren't an issue that wave. Just spam it around. Spamming it around. Yeah, Burning Strikes. Burning Strikes all day. PDT is extremely strong without using Explosive Poison. I don't use Explosive Poison right now. PDT is super, super strong. It's really high DPS and hits 3 targets. Yeah, weapon manufacturers are viable. There's no cyborgs in Chaos 4. The only place where weapon manufacturers aren't going to work without tenacity is Chaos 2 and Chaos 5. Every other tier, they're going to be easy mode. Weapon mans and flame auras. You don't want to do just weapon mans. You want to do mix it up. Always throw. Don't ever use one defense. Always use multiples. What's going on there, Mixu? Bees would probably be the only viable substitution for that, where you can just go just bees. But with any of the ground traps, R's, and nodes, like Weapon Man type stuff, don't use just that. Oh, the carry's good with me, Shelly. I don't care what you use. As long as I can get an AP reset out of you and go make sandwiches and make a pizza. Now, just bees aren't going to get you very far in Onslaught, though, without throwing like a boost arrow on them. Remember, if you throw a boost arrow on your bees, it's not just bees anymore. It's bees and boost arrows. So, you know. I mean, you can do, if you don't mind the shocking revelations, you can do the weapon mans plus everything else, plus anything else build. Literally, weapon manufacturers with water and shocking revelations plus anything else. And you'll progress to Chaos 7 like it's nothing. Well, the problem is bees don't hit... Bees can get overrun very easily in Onslaught because a target can't have more than 3 bees attacking it. There's 3 bees per nest. So, say you got 4 nests down, that's 12 bees. Well, say there's 12 mobs. Or, say there's only 1 mob. Say there's 12 bees and 1 mob. Well, you're going to have 3 bees out of the 12 attacking and the other 9 sitting there, flying around, derping out. Where's he at? Where's he at? Or she. Where is she at? Crap, I can't find her. Is she dead? I think she's dead. Huh. Alright, well, that's the easy way to deal with the Bastille Master. Get lost and not be able to find her until she dies. But I mean, the same can be said with bees. Bees plus anything else does really good too. So, say you're on a non-cyborg map and you throw down bees and then you get some AoE, like a flame aura in the mix, you're going to own it. Yeah, people just don't do very many public matches, Nicholas. It's not a problem with the browser. It's a problem with the game. Trendy has really turned their co-op game into a single-player game with all the gating, and they don't plan on changing it, as far as I know. They asked me about it. I had a conversation with several of the designers once, and they asked me about what would bring more multiplayer to the game, and I told them straight up, get rid of the gating. If I'm on floor 50 and you're on floor 60, we should still be able to play together. You know, that's straight up what has broken multiplayer in DD2. No doubt about it. We got the temple coming up next. You got to play actively with an EV, Nick. If you play actively with an EV, you'll get one within 1 or 2 maps. It's a random drop from any map, but your chances of getting it go way up if you play with active with the EV. No, it's 3 Bs. It's 3 Bs. It doesn't matter what the person is. It's a limitation on the mobs, not on the tower. Nah, Trendy doesn't talk to me anymore. I pissed him off, I think. I don't hardly ever talk to anyone from Trendy anymore. I talk to Danny all the time, but all we talk about is Batman. We'll be talking tonight, because there's another episode of Gotham coming out. But Danny and I are both big Batman fanboys, so there's a lot of Batman talk in our lives. Let's see, let's get rid of the bullet sponge. Actually, we can use snakes to get rid of the bullet sponge. But besides Danny, I don't really talk to anyone else regularly. I haven't had a conversation with anyone from Trendy in several months. Let's see. I tell you what, let's go with a 1 weapon man node up here too. That will just help me out quite a bit on getting rid of the bullet sponge and giving me some CC. So there we go, weapon man plus anything else. What do we got over here? We got headstrong, stabbies. I think we'll just spawn camp them though with some auras. That should take care of them. Omega Squad Delta. Let's see. Do the same thing there. One weapon man node. Let's move it down a little bit. 1 weapon man node, 2 ballistas, and a snake. And what do we got there? Sigard throwers. Rinse and repeat. Let's go 2 ballistas. We'll spread them out a little. Put a snake in the middle. 1 weapon man node. Right, we got nothing over here. I didn't see that, Master. That's funny. What have you been playing, David? I've been looking for something else to play. I'll be quite honest with y'all. I really, really want to play Monster Hunter World. And I'm screwed up. I've been wanting to play it for a while. And I screwed up, and I didn't get it when it was on sale. And now I'm too stubborn to buy it for full price. What am I doing? I'm spamming here. Let's see, we'll go same flavor. Same flavor. just put the Mystic on 3 for now. Good enough. What do we got here? Stabby Kamikazes. Let's see, do we want to put a Weapon Man up inside? Might as well, huh? Alright. EMPs. We'll pile it on. Cyfrost Womp Womps. I think we can just do this. Oop, I took Flamears out, didn't I? Put Flamears back. Oh! Fail jump. Well, Ramsters are going to cover 10 targets. PDTs are only going to hit 3 targets, so Ramsters with fire damage on them are going to be way better than PDTs in Frostlanes. If it's a busy Frostlane, PDTs are just going to get overrun. You know what? I was heavily debating on Kingdom Hearts as well, and people kind of talked me out of it. Let's see, what have we got? We got Cyfrost Womps. Let's get a snake in there. People kind of talked me out of it. They said that it's just too much cutscenes. There's like, all it is a game full of cutscenes and no gameplay. So I decided against Kingdom Hearts, personally. Oops. Let's see, what were they? Air raid. Let's get a Flamar up there with that. I placed that Weapon Man poorly. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother replacing it. I'll just do this instead. Alright, front line. Ugh. Constant hero swapping. We got Orcish Horde here. What do we got down below? Mob Gallery with proximity. Let me do the Mob Gallery. Actually, yeah, let's do the Mob Gallery lane first. Proximity, I'm not going to bother with any of the ballistas or anything. Oops, ran out of juice. Let's get rid of one of those and get a snake in up here. There we go. Let's see how it goes. Goose Wayne. Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna be delusional and think you're someone, at least make it Batman, for God's sakes. You know, hats off to the guy. But does he have Batman's budget is the real question. You know, if you got Batman's budget, then yeah, you could probably make yourself into Batman. But, you know, Batman's budget comes with Amazon Prime, with unlimited, not just free shipping, free everything. You can buy all the things. So, you know, that's the kicker. One of the things that, well, besides the whole sale thing, Alex, but one of the things I worried about Monster Hunter is, am I so far behind that I won't be able to catch up with the current players? You couldn't afford the whole suit. But, you know, hey, if I ever enter a delusional fantasy world where I think I'm someone else, I really hope it's Batman. I really, really do. Yeah, you gotta have the Batmobile. You gotta have all the stuff. $12,000 Defender medals. I think you'll get 2, David. Is my guess. 2. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I should do that again here soon. See, we got Spellbreaker here, so I'm just gonna poon it up. There we go. It's been pooned. I mean, I guess I could have thrown out 1 node in, but you know what? We'll leave it at that. We'll go with the straight up ballistas. There's no Lady Orcs, right? Yeah, no Lady Orcs. Do have a Geode though. Let's just watch it, see how it goes. That's just disgusting there. You gotta keep your Batman stuff nice and clean. Looks like they're gonna do it. I think they'll get the job done fine there. Siege roller. Assassin's coming. Deal with the assassin here. Oh, it's headstrong. Of course it's headstrong. Is there any other types? Only assassins in the game are headstrong. Confirmed. Alright, let's go kill this thing. Oh, another. That one's not headstrong. Throw a table at him. GG. And a stuck flyer. Thanks there, Nick. Appreciate it. Let's see, what have we got? What have we got? We got Zerkers and Healers added onto the front line, which, you know what? More ballistas. Oh, I never got a snake over here. I guess we can go snakes now. Let's just throw 1. There's not enough mobs for... yeah, there's enough mobs for 2. Let's go 2 snakes. Snaky snakes all over the place. I think that'll be fine too. Let's get this one all squared away here. Same thing down here. Let's get it all jacked up. And let's see how that lane does. Oh, it's wrecking. Can't mess with the Joker. Just ask Robin. Inside joke, I guess, for those that did follow the comics back in the day. Where's Tuskar at? He looks like he's pushing through. I better give him some love. He's still taking damage. Oof. Man, Tuskar. Dang it. Bad Tuskar. One more stuck mob. I'll replace that. Get a few ups on here. Nothing yet, Shelly. Stardew won't talk about things, though. Concerned Ape won't tell you anything. And which is fine. You know, the thing that's tough is when developers can't make up their mind whether they want to be a developer that tells you what they're working on or not. And that's one of the things that frustrates the players with DD2 is Trendy goes back and forth with what they want to do. Do they want to be the developer that lets you know what they're doing? You know, at times they do. And then other times they want to be super secretive about everything. See, these rollers are going to kind of suck. I got that weapon man right there. I kind of have to get rid of it now. Or the rollers are just going to get all jammed up. Let's see. Let's get another poon in. If the EMPs are dying soon enough, then I'll be good. But I'm kind of having to hide the stuff over here to keep the EMPs from dive bombing it. Is that going to get dive bombed? Yeah, it is. Let's see. Let's see if we can't get upgrades on those flamers up top. Well, now they did say that multiplayer is going to be the next thing. Multiplayer will be on PS4. I think that'll work. Nice, Nick. Grats. Now you want to throw water damage on it too. Get yourself a water servo and put that on there with it. So use Shocking Revelations and water servo. Yeah, the rank is not as... I mean, it's just having the mod. You either have it or you don't. Actually, it looks like they didn't target it at all. Perfect. Ugh, wrecked. Uh-oh. I ain't gonna make it over there. I don't even know what that was. Oh, it was goblins. I've got a gilded puncturing bolts that I never use. So, I mean, if you gild it just to free up the 10 bag spots, in my opinion, because I know you got all kinds of gold there, David. David's got all the gold. Alright, we got another 120, so let me, I don't have 120 mana, though. They're armored, and I'm using all harpoons. There's part of my problem right there. Let me see, do I have any ramsters set up? I do. Sweet. Ramsters it is. That will take care of that lane. Mindlessly throwing down physical damage on a lane that takes reduced physical damage is not the smartest thing to do, but let's see how it does. So far, so good. Can't seem to dodge a roller rocket today to save myself. Here, I'll hide. Oop, I can't hide. Assassins. wrecked. What's going on there, Thug? How you doing? Chillax over here to the assassins are dead. Man, headstrong assassins are just rough. Ballista down. Don't be headstrong. Yay. Huh. The Ballista still got wrecked. I just need to take those out of that lane. I mean, I'll be way better off having an extra snake here. Another assassin. I'm screwed on that one. Oh, the Cannon Ogre is mean. There's no doubt about that. I'm doing good. I'm unsupervised. I'm having pizza for dinner. Guess what I had yesterday? Pizza! The wife doesn't let me eat pizza. She's a bit of a health freak. So I very rarely will get to eat pizza. What is there? There's a mob stuck and there's an assassin. Let me just head over to that mob that appears to be stuck. Oh, it's down below. I get it. I get it. There we go. Alright, let's fix that lane up. $75 mobs. It's not that many mobs. But I think that should help out quite a bit. Alright, now what just opened up? I missed it. I think it's over here. Nope, it's not there. There it is. EMP healers, controlled burn. So, why don't we just do this? We got no lady orcs or anything going. Thanks for subscribing there, Daniel. We know we're going to need some poison. I'm going to bring some drench. $30 mobs. See, that gives me 50. There is cyborgs. So we'll use some LSAs, but spread them way out. Get these PDTs all beasty. Alright, this should work. I'm gonna hide from those rollers here. I got me a little hidey hole. You can't hit me. Seems like a good spot. Are you loading up the crane stance shard first there, Jacob? Make sure you have 6 stacks of crane stance loaded up before you try it. What's going on, Silence? How you doing? Yeah, the lane opening is only this map there, Alexis, and it... What the heck was that? I don't even see any mobs there. It was a hex thrower. Ugh. God, am I ever going to complete this stupid map? I mean, if you have it all and you're in Chaos 7 gear, did you just put the mods on? If you just put the mods on, then you're going to want to unequip all of the gear and then put the gear back on, is the only thing I can figure. Like, if you, anytime you configure a mod, like say I put, you know, say I changed out one of these mods, I would have to unequip this and then re-equip it for the mod to take effect. Maybe that's it. Alright, well, there's no hex thrower this time. I'll get back to my hidey hole. A lot of people are playing Apex. I've yet to try it out. Somebody even told me that the matchmaking is pretty easy. That I think Fisk told me. He's like, the matchmaking's no problem because you can just ping the map real easily. Nah, because in campaign gear, I'm hitting, just in campaign gear right now, I can hit for like 100,000, or 100 million, pardon me. Jacob says, definitely not the Ascension. Oh my god, again. Alright, sorry chat, I'm ignoring you for a minute. I'm not going to sit here and do this over and over and over again. So, I do apologize, but I'm not good enough to play the game and not watch it. So give me a sec, I'm going to miss your questions if you type it in right now. I told you it was going to be 2. David, I jinxed you. Alright, no hiding from siege rollers. I'm getting all up in there. Tired of messing around with this stupid map. Assassins, great. God damn it. This is just pissing me off now. The price you pay for rolling in campaign gear and refusing to upgrade anything. Here comes the shieldy. Am I going to be able to get this assassin off me before the shieldy gets there? Of course, the assassin's going to wait until I run over there. Alright. God dang it! Oh my god, that was way too close. Just beyond irritating. Alright, let me just go back to hiding and chillaxing here. A teleporter would be awesome. Well, it's not a matter of that, Silence. It's a matter of communication. If you grind the game, you're always going to have more kills than other people. Alright, let's clear all this crap off. Don't need those. Don't need this. Certainly don't need these. Yeah, that lane should be handled. A jump attack does do more. It doesn't do as much as the last hit, but it does more than a regular swing. The jump attack does the same damage as the third swing, basically. Alright, we got we got Lady those things. Can't remember what the hell they're called. God. I'm losing it. Losing it. Here we go. That should be good. What do we got in the mid here? We got Tuskar. Let's get rid of the Ballistas. Did I just put those LSAs down with the wrong monk? I think I did. Let me look. Oh, I so did. Look at me asking for trouble. God dang, man. What's going on, Yoshi? How you been? There we go. I better check the other lane now. I think I may have put them down with the wrong one everywhere. Now we got the right guy here. The ketchup and mustard ones, the yellow and orange ones are the correct ones. The ones without, that's how I underp myself. The ones without a skin on them are the wrong ones. Bastille Master, that's right. I'll leave the snakes. I'll leave the flame aura too, for that matter. What do we got on this one? We got Nash over here. Let's just LSA it out. I think that's actually good. You know the derp is always there, Rick. It's just part of life. We got Mob Gallery over here. Good enough. LSAs for the win. That skin is the old Caster's Guild thing, so it was a limited thing. Let's see. What do we got over here? I got an idea. How about more LSAs? No flyers. We can get a refund. Refund time! Ogres are easy mode. I got controlled burn on one of them. Let's get rid of these ballistas. LSAs and cannons are the two best thing for Omega waves. So yeah, I mean, you know, cannons on physical lanes, lightning strike on magic lanes, and you're good. I mean, theoretically, I shouldn't have to do anything on this map or on this wave. All right, now did I have a Spellbreaker lane? There it is. I LSA'd that Spellbreaker lane all up. So that is the only lane that I might need to give it some love. Because all of my LSAs over here will do 50% damage. So I'll keep an eye on that one. Let me see. That was Thork. Let's get Thork a little more disabled. There we go. Thork is good and disabled. And what was that? We got cannon ogres here. They're not going to live long enough to make it, so they're good. That mob gallery lane could be a little sketchy. It does have proximity though, which is going to help. This lane should be easy. That lane, questionable. I think the only lane I really need to keep an eye on is that Spellbreaker lane over there, because I don't have cannons set up. Now, if I had cannons set up, I would just cannonball that lane. And I'm too lazy to move the stuff around right now. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just do it. Let's see how it goes. It's not like I haven't restarted this map already before. There's one down. She got the book. She got the book. One more. There we go. So we got hex throwers. I'm going to ignore the rollers. I think everything's dead. We got stuck mobs up there. We good. The rollers will get wrecked by the ballistas. Oh, the cannon ogres despawned. LSAs for the win. Let me see it. I want to see that amp laying on the ground. I know you're in there, Chaos 8 amp. Come to me. There is no Chaos 8 amp there. I feel robbed. Oh well, what can you do? See, that was floor 74. Starting to get a little hungry. I think I'm going to call it there today, folks. Let's see this map. If it gives me like a super easy, cheesy, lemon squeezy map, I'll just knock it out. I don't want to miss RNG. But besides that, I want to get me some pizza in my belly. Oh, it gave me a super easy, cheesy, lemon squeezy map. Alright, well, I guess I got to do one more. Just one more. Can't pass up on this one. I kind of want to, David, but on the same note, I gotta get, I've been, you know, the wife's out of town. So, like, I'm looking into my kitchen right now, and there is, like, a stack of empty rock stars, and there's a McDonald's bag sitting on the counter in the kitchen. Oh, the wife would not have that at all. So I kind of need to... I need to get to the grocery store, and I'm gonna eat me a pizza. So I need to get to the pizza place and get me some pizza. But yeah, I am misbehaving like you wouldn't believe. The wife, she called last night to let me know she had made it there safe and all that stuff, and she asked me, so how many pizzas have you had already? And I actually made a pizza last night. There was one in the oven. And I'm like, I haven't eaten any pizza yet. She's like, oh wow. Like she was so proud of me. Little did she know that there was one in the oven. Omni, no. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's just let it run and see what happens. Find me a nice little place to chillax. I think right here sounds good. Well, I gotta go to the store to their Pro Ace, so I'm just gonna go pick it up. There's very few options for takeout, or just for pizza in general here where I live. There's a Domino's, which sadly Domino's is about the best thing in the area. Oh dang, Nicholas. Well, get some sleep, jeez. And there's RNG at its finest. Campaign gear or not, you restart one map 8 times, you go and you do the next map, and you sit here and just do nothing and win. Well, Domino's isn't terrible, but when it's the best thing in the area, not having options. I mean, Domino's is not the best pizza in the world. It's not terrible, but it's not the best pizza out there. We all know that. What does the snake thing do? It hits 3... Well, I've got a shard in it that allows it to hit 3 separate targets. But it's a damaging tower. It channels damage into him. I think I'm going to have me... a Philly steak with a creamy garlic sauce, and I'm gonna go a little unconventional. Philly steak, creamy garlic sauce, and bacon with provolone cheese. I think that's what I'm having. It's been decided, folks. You see, the thing is if you eat pepperoni pizza with a red sauce on Wednesday, and then you eat a Philly cheesesteak and provolone pizza with that garlic cream sauce on Thursday, then you didn't eat the same thing 2 days in a row. That's the thing. You know, because she's going to ask me too, did you just eat the same thing every day? And I got the answer for that. No, I did not. I'm hungry too. Just talking about it's making me even more hungry. My stomach's growling. I haven't had... The only thing I've had at all today so far is coffee. So, I mean, I'm ready for some food. Get me some yummies. Can't pass up on the free map here, though. What's going on, Andy? Have I tried Jerry's subs? Well, there's no Jerry subs where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere. I had all the good food when I lived in Vegas. Hawaiian pizza's just wrong, Pro Ace. Fruit does not belong on pizza. It's wrong. My son likes that crap. Oh, it drives me nuts. He'll come to visit and he'll be like, I'll buy you guys dinner, and he'll order a Hawaiian pizza because he knows I hate the fruity crap. Fruity pizza is unacceptable. We got a Yeti. I might want to say hi to the Yeti, at least. Yep, he said hi to me first. Right after I wasted my boost. It's all good, he did. Well, I mean, jalapenos are not fruit, but pineapples are. See, anyway, I'm not positive, Dave, but I do want to get back into Astroneer and play through that series a little bit further. But I also need to record and edit tonight, because remember, tomorrow's early stream will be on Twitch. Now, I'm definitely going to do a late stream tomorrow. I've been not doing too many of the late streams lately. So tomorrow, 100%, there will be a late stream. Well, yeah, free food is the best kind, Rick. No doubt about that. I'm just not having no fruity pizza there, Beer Goggles, that's all. Nice, Tammy. I think I might do a Dragolich giveaway one of these days on stream. I'm getting quite a few Dragos built up. That's all I spend my Defender medals on now. I mean, I should be buying more shard packs with them and getting more defense rates and whatnot. But every time I get to 10k, I go buy a Drago. And I sell most of them, but I do have quite a few sitting. My download speed is huge. My upload speed is crap, but my download speed is good. I live right on the Pacific coast there, Silence, like literally right on the ocean. I can see the Pacific Ocean right now. I'm looking right at it. And it's stormy out there, let me tell you. My download speed is 150 megs, but my upload speed is crap. It's not bonded networks. The cable company out here never bonded their channels. So the download speed is big, but the upload speed is junky. You gave us C8. That's a pretty fair trade, actually. When you look at the pricing on those, Tammy, a C8 amp for a Dragolich is a pretty fair trade. Usually Dragos go like between 5 and 10 million, and C8 amps usually go between 6 and 8 million. So, I mean, that's pretty fair trade, really. I can't wait to move. When we move, we're going to be moving up closer to Seattle. And my only I told the wife, you know, I don't really care. I mean, I'm happy. I'm a happy person, you know, as long as I'm not living somewhere where, you know, I hate the neighbors or whatever. I mean, I'm going to be content wherever we live, but I just told her I'm not having any more of this crap internet. I got a nice machine. I should be streaming at 1080p 60, you know. Maryland, huh? I grew up there. I grew up in DC, Andy, but I lived in Baltimore for a little while too. People say I had never lost some of the Maryland, Virginia type accent. Who's in Maryland? Captain Harvey's. Do you have a Captain Harvey's anywhere near you, Andy? That sub place? Oh man, Captain Harvey's was where it was at. Alright, I'll do the same thing. If I get a easy peasy lemon squeezy map, I'll do one more. But if not, I gotta get some pizza in my belly. Oh, nice, Tammy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, when I was in Baltimore, we were like really close to a Captain Harvey's, and that was just awesome. I'm looking for a reason not to do this map, but there's like literally no reason not to. Ugh. All right, fine, just one more. I'm gonna meta it though, because I want to get them. I want to get them burnt up here. You get in the meta map. The more I talk about food, the more I want that dang pizza. do we got here? Omega Squad Theta, Proximity. That's fine. What did we have here? We got armored. So that's going to play right into that lane. Let's move this over here. Put that there. Front line with long shot. We'll get the ballistas going down here. Well, I got 80 left, so we'll go with some CC. And then that leaves me 20 for another weapon man, or another LSA. I'll throw that right there. And what do we want? That's alright, Equum, because you know what is going to work for breakfast? Pizza. Breakfast is leftover pizza is a healthy breakfast choice there, Equum. I'm actually already full, Kodor. I've got 5 communities, so I can't join another one. It only lets you join 5. And just from the YouTube channel, there's 5. The smite is, yeah, Alexis. The smite is map-wide. The smite and the buff and everything else. If you try to like turn it into a flamethrower, then it's got the range. Breakfast pizza with ranch. I don't know about the ranch, but, you know, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no to a little breakfast pizza with ranch there, Catherine. That's right. That's right, Omni. You throw bacon on any food and it turns it into a quality breakfast. So pizza, just add bacon. I don't know about egg on pizza, and I like bacon and eggs, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I'd put eggs on the pizza. I mean, there's eggs in the pizza, right? In the dough. It's got the eggs up in there already. No more eggs required. Nash, see ya. Hash browns are good, yep. Gotta get you some tater, eggs, and bacon. That's the perfect breakfast there, David. Cold beer or a cold Pepsi, either one would work at this point. Jeez, I'm at floor 76 already. I wanted to save the rest of them for tomorrow's stream, but... Well, that's all that matters there, Master M. If it's good, that's all you need is one. You only need one pizza place if it's the right place, you know? Planning on going to 70 there, Beer Goggles, but my motivation has been very low. I'm at the point now where I've got all of the ancient power points that I want. So I've not been extremely motivated to push onward, to be honest. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. You know, I'll make it to 70. It's just I'm gonna whine and complain about it the whole time. Well, I mean, homemade pizza is awesome. That's what I had last night. I made a pizza, but today I'm gonna go in full lazy mode. Because Batman, you know. We got Gotham tonight. I don't want to dish out any spoilers to anybody, but I mean, tonight's episode is called Ace Chemicals, for God's sakes. If shit don't go down and there's not a Joker at the end of it, I am going to be complaining. But yeah, tonight's the night. If you're a Gotham fan, the Joker is coming. Better be anyway. Can't be naming it Ace Chemicals and not bring out the Joker, you know? God, I'm getting all excited about it. I got goosebumps now. It's gonna get Joker. The Joker is arriving. Batman's still not even here yet. I could care less about the Batman. The Joker's coming. Oh yeah. Cannon Ogre. Is he gonna die? He gonna die if I stick my... Nope, he's gonna kill me. Don't shoot at my sub-objective, Mr. Ogre. Take that. Walloped. Straight up walloped. Alright. Well, that's just that show. I'm not going to give anybody any spoilers, but the show just did a really, really great job with the villains. It's one of the things that has kept me watching it, is they've just done a great, great job with the villains. My Batman ringer. The wife hasn't called me today. You late arrival. Get wrecked. I'm due for a call from the wife. Hey, Gregory. Oh, let me rinse my feet off here real quick. Little quick trip to the pool. I'm swimming. Yeah, Lava Guardian's all stuck up in that corner, huh? One more mob. Where's it at? I don't even see it on the map. There it is. Oh, hey. Alright, same thing. If it's a floor that's too good for me to pass up, then I'll do just one more. Just one more. Nah, the reflect beam will reflect everything, Alexis, as long as it's got enough health. There is defense health associated with it, but the way it scales, it doesn't... You don't have to really worry about it. Like right now I'm using a campaign relic on mine, so it's got campaign levels of defense health on it. Alright, well this is an easy map, but it takes too long to do, so I'm going to call it done there. So anyway, all that is going to get it for today. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm over on the Twitches for the early stream, and then I'll definitely, without a doubt, be doing a late stream on YouTube, starting around 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific time for the Friday Night Live. So we'll have that going on. But thank you all so much for swinging by today. I do appreciate you a ton. And hopefully I will see everybody tomorrow. For those that don't know, make sure you get entered in the giveaway. Lots of good stuff going out. So get yourself entered there. And like I said, we'll be on the Twitches tomorrow. There is the Twitch. And the Twitters. So anyway, thanks an absolute ton, everybody. Everybody have a fantastic night. Think happy pizza thoughts, because I'm about to go have some. Thanks again, all. Take it easy.